And Ib Moore Mig bro. I've been making a lot of videos lately. I've been going in on black men a little bit. I had to go in on black men. You know, y'all serve a purpose, but I hope that y'all are not taking these videos too seriously. I hope y'all not taking I hope y'all. Take the words that I say seriously, but I hope that y'all have a thick skin when when y'all listening to these videos, man. I hope that y'all got a thick skin, because you know, I haven't even said anything yet. I've been playing with y'all. I mean, these are love taps. Sort of like the black woman. I need black men to I need black men to understand some things. And you know, it looks like I'm gonna have to create another channel. The black woman has me on her hit list for some reason. I don't know why they have me on their hit list. They don't like the things that I have been stating about them for some reason. I try to keep these videos sort of light, sort of entertaining for you, because if I really have to go in, if I really have to get serious, like really serious, if I really have to channel, if I have to channel this stuff, man, it's gonna be a lot of butthurt feelings, man. But the name of this video is gonna be the exploitation or the exploitation of black male weakness being thirsty. Quote in quotes. Being thirsty. So I was talking to this woman, right? I'm talking to this woman, right? And when I talk to a woman, I don't just go at her. I never go at women, I'm just not that dude. I just sit back and I'll wait for her signal. A woman has to always give me the signal to come and talk to her first, and I'm good at reading women's signals. Women, you know, women are very subtle, but they are hollering at you. You might not know it, but they're hollering at you. They just not saying any words, but if you can read their body language, then they're going to give you certain signals that's telling you to come and holler at them. But I you know why are black men so damn thirsty? I'm talking to this woman. I ain't even talking to her. I wait for her signal. I go over to her, and I'm like, I ain't gonna tell you what I said to her, but I'm talking to her, and she's feeling me, because I already know she's gonna be feeling me, because she was feeling me, before I ever talked to her. She gave me the signal. But she was like, yo, when you coming back and all this and all that, trying to figure out where I'm gonna be at and all that. See, that's how you know that a woman is really feeling you, because they trying to find out where you gonna be, what you doing. But black men, y'all, a lot of y'all, y'all see you brother talking to a woman. Why is it that when black men see you talking to a woman, And after you get done talking to her, here they come like in droves to talk to the woman too. I mean, that's just that's the most pathetic thing, man, I've ever seen in my life, man. I mean, and then a black man would tell me that I am I'm hating. Are you serious? You dudes make black men look bad. I mean, the woman, I'm guaranteeing you going to holler at a woman that she's already given me the signal. She's already, she's asking me questions about, my schedule, where I'm gonna be at. She's trying to figure it out. And a lot of y'all, y'all come off as really thirsty. I mean, that's the lamest shit I've ever, excuse my language, that's the lamest stuff I've ever seen in my life. When you see a black man talking to a woman, and then right after you see him talking to the woman, you gonna run up on her. I mean, what kind of thirsty nonsense is that? I know you brothers have experienced this. I know you have. And, some of you have probably been that brother who does this. And I'm going to tell you, you make black men look pathetic, man. You see a brother put his bid in, leave a woman alone. Give her an opportunity to have to just politic with that one brother, man. You ain't got to go put your bid in. Now, okay, he put his bid in. Now I'm going to go right behind him and put my bid in. What kind of nonsense? I would never do it, man. If I see a brother talking to a woman or whatever, I'm not going to run up. I'm just assuming that, he was trying to holler at me. Let him holler, leave it alone. Don't run up behind him and then try to talk to him. Y'all be putting these women on a pedestal, man. I wonder why a lot of y'all got dry penises on purpose. Your penis is dry on purpose. It's not it's not a mistake that your dick is dry. It's dry because of the way you act. You just so thirsty. Stop doing dumb shit like that. A lot of y'all like to run up on these women and I see dudes do this all the time, and a lot of y'all are just too old for that. I can understand a little kid doing that, but y'all are grown men. And what happens is that y'all make it hard on the brotherhood. Y'all make it harder for other brothers because y'all always doing this thirsty nonsense. See, when y'all do this, a woman knows that she can that where okay, if this one brother ain't feeling me like that, or he acting like he all that or whatever, I know I could always go holler at old boy, because he gonna be sweating me and be wanting to take me out and wanting to be up under me and all this. Y'all make it bad for the brothers, man. Y'all make it bad for the real brothers. How do y'all do that? You always, I see dudes all the time. They can't look at a woman without running up on, and of course, I know a lot of brothers are gonna be like, y'all, you sound like you hating or something. I know a lot of y'all gonna be that, but y'all gotta be really think in terms of the big picture. Think in terms of think as if you had your own community, and black men were doing their thing. They were running the community. They were building in the community. They were controlling the community. Think in those terms. Stop thinking like men who's only your claim to fame is basically how many women you can sleep with. That's what you think your manhood is based on. Your whole manhood is based on the amount of women that you can sleep with. I mean, why do y'all do this? And then you put these women on a pedestal and you wonder why they act the way they do. You wonder why when a real brother walks up to him and starts talking to him, you wonder why they act like they have some kind of attitude. They got I got dudes hollering at me all day long. I just finished talking to him. Now 3 other thirsty dudes is trying to talk to me too. I mean, like, damn. Stop putting these women on a pedestal. You know? I mean, like I said, y'all make it hard for brothers, man. Y'all wonder why these women act the way they act. Y'all wonder why they can be ratchet and do the things, because you're not holding them to any kind of standard. You know, you'll holler at them just to be holler at them. You gotta hold a woman in higher standard. I mean, when I talk to a woman, she's going through the application process. She's, I'm talking to her, I'm asking her the important questions. I'm asking her about her parents. I'm asking her all these kinds of things because those are things that you want to know. And most black men don't do that, because, all he's thinking about is trying to get in her pants. I mean, his whole life is based on the amount of vagina. I mean, there are literally dudes who have got shot down and killed in the middle of the street. Why? Because they were trying to get in some woman's pants. Now, you wouldn't think it would have anything to do with that based on the circumstances, but it all leads back to some woman's vagina. You dudes are thirsty. It all leads back to some woman's vagina. See, a man isn't selling dope on the avenue because he's trying to feed his family. He's not selling dope to feed his family. He's selling dope so he can get some nice clothes. He can get some Jordans. He could pretend that he's a real man. He could go buy him a car with some rims on it. Living with his mama in most cases. Or up under some woman selling dope out of her house. And while he's selling dope out of her house, he's going to holler at women. He's doing all of this so he can impress some woman. And then when some other brother walks up to him and they get into a little altercation and somebody ends up getting shot and killed. You do realize that this is all happening because you are chasing vagina and you live for nothing. You live for nothing. You actually live to try to get in some woman's pants. That amazes me. That is some amazing stuff. That is some amazing stuff, bro. Your whole existence. I mean, your whole existence. And you wonder why brothers have it so hard. We need more collective thinking. We need more brothers who think. We need to think in terms of owners and leaders in our own community. Okay? I mean, see, when you have to think as leaders. You have to think as not even leaders, rulers. I mean, black men always talk about how they kings and they came from kings and all that, but they don't think in those terms. They don't think as kings. They think as little children. They think as little 13-year-old boys. Once they get a taste of some vagina, they get vagina vision. It's sort of like tunnel vision, but it's vagina vision. I mean, that's all they see. I mean, they're I hate to see this, bro. It has nothing to do with me hating. It has nothing to do with I'm trying to chastise the brother or the brothers or whatever. I mean, a lot of y'all need to be chastised. A lot of y'all are isolated out of my life, but sometimes I have to co-mingle or with you people. I mean, sometimes I'm forced into it. I try to isolate you individuals, out of my life as much as possible. I hear that nonsense coming out your mouth, and I already know what you're about, and I'm trying to get as far away from you as possible, but sometimes I'm just forced to deal with you individuals. And I mean, I'm just saying, bro, y'all brothers, man, y'all gotta think in terms of a collective group of men, of real black patriarchy. Cause this shit that you got going on in the black community ain't got shit to do with no patriarchy. Okay? And you are insane if you think the black community is a patriarchy. Ain't nothing, I mean, where's the male leadership around there? The pastor in the church? That motherfuckers talk about turn the other cheek. That's your patriarchy? You out your mind. But like I said, bros, man, please stop being so thirsty. Stop putting these women on a pedestal. They're exploiting your weaknesses. I mean, all of my videos, these videos that I've been making, lately, I need to have I mean, my channel is pretty much well-rounded, but, I hope that you brothers are not taking this stuff personally. Like, I mean, because I know a lot of y'all might have been raised in single-parent homes with with a single mother, and these women have no idea how to raise a man to be a real man. They have no idea. It's not in them. Okay? I mean, you see the things that are happening on YouTube, and you have to. I mean, these people can't even. These people can't even ignore channels that they don't like. They can't even ignore the channels. So how are they raising sons? How are they raising men to be men? Why would you even assume that you could? And what kind of women are you raising? Women that are strong and independent, who don't need men? That's a recipe for disaster. And you look around the black community, what do you see? Disaster. You see a huge I mean, like I said, you see a disaster, man. You see look like a damn hurricane hit that mug. Look at black men standing around. I mean, black men are still doing the same things they've been doing. Nothing has changed. They're still doing the same things, and then people say, "Oh, well, these things don't need to be exposed. This family business. This thing, you need to keep that in the family. Certain things you keep to the family." Yeah. Mm-mm. Wow. I mean, this stuff amazes me, bro. It amazes me how women exploit you, man. I mean, it doesn't even amaze me really, because I mean, I'm telling you exactly how it's happening. You're running up to these women, you're being thirsty individuals, you're constantly putting them on the pedestal. You're giving them credit for shit that they don't deserve, they haven't earned. I mean, it's called positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement. If your child does good in school, you you give him something, you give him a reward, you give him some allowance. If you know, if your child is doing if your child wants something, you don't just give it to them just to shut them up. You know what I mean? You feel sorry for them. No, you make them earn it. You say, get out. You know, you'll need your bed made up. I need your clothes folded. I need you. You know, you're gonna learn how to do your own laundry. I need the trash taken out. You know, I shoot. What you want to be? Hey, go get a paper route. Go get a paper route. You want to do something? Hey, you know, you want to be ahead of all these other kids out here. This is a competition. You gotta know how to instill competitiveness in your child. You know, I mean, do you see this going on amongst the people that are raising boys out here? Do you see a competitiveness going on that? And I mean, do you see a competitiveness? No. Your boys, I mean, your sons are literally being trained to be submissive. Your sons are being trained to be submissive, not competitive. You know. So for all you black men, you know, y'all got sons out here. You know, on the other hand, on the flip side, your daughters are being trained to be competitive. And since they are dainty and overly emotional, you know, they are, you know, they're dainty, they're overly emotional, you know what I mean? It's hard for them to compete, especially against men, you know? Soon as I mean, you don't compete. You just throw up your hands and whine and kick on the floor and roll around and whine and cry to the top of your lungs until somebody pays some attention to you, till somebody comes to rescue you. You know, I mean, they're being taught competitiveness, but I mean, you see the results of that. You see the results of that. You see the results of a spoiled child. You see the results of spoiling your children, giving them things that they haven't earned, giving them things that they don't deserve, putting them on pedestals, kissing their behinds, trying to get in their pants instead of getting into their heads. Get into their heads, black man. See, a lot of these women are a lot of these bad women are gonna go. I mean, they're gonna automatically, you know, go out of your life. They're gonna get away from you because they know that if you keep going to the head, eventually all of their demons will be exposed. If you concentrate and focus on the head, that's why a lot of times you'll be talking to a woman and you know all of a sudden she won't want to talk to you no more. She'll just disappear off the scene, you know, because she knows what's coming. She knows eventually you ask her the right questions and you deduce what's going on in her situation. She knows eventually a lot of these women have a lot to hide. They have a lot to hide, and they know that eventually you're going to figure out what they're hiding. So they just disappear. You know, they love those dudes who don't think. They love men who don't think. Because you men who don't think, you tend to try to impress them with all the superficial things. You know, you trying to impress them with outer, you know, things that are outside themselves. You know, men and women are very different. You know, men are supposed to be logical thinking beings. They are minds. You know, women are over the physical. Women are over the physical. They rule the physical. You know, they were supposed to rule the physical, but they are ruled by the physical now. You know, this whole planet You know, it belongs to you. You know, it belongs to you. But you know, the black woman is, she's enamored by the physical. But anyway, I'm not gonna go too deep. But like I said, man, bros, please stop being so thirsty, bro. Spread the word. Spread the word. Don't forget to like the videos, share the videos, comment on the video. I need your comments. I need your support. These people, I mean, I have no fear of the black woman and her, trying to take down my channel. I have no fear of that. I'm too much of a good person for that. Whatever is going to be is always going to work out in my favor. Whatever you do is always going to work out in my favor. Because I understand certain things are meant to be. Certain things are meant to be. And I don't make videos. I don't make videos to get paid. I don't need the money. But I do need more black men to work with. You have no idea what I see around me. I need to gather the intelligent ones so we can take over. Because there's no competition amongst black men. There's no competition. Black men are too busy chasing vagina. How are they gonna compete with me? They're not even thinking on my level. How are you gonna compete with me? How you gonna be part of any kind of collective group if you don't even know, if all you do is think about vagina? What do you bring to the table, black man? What do you bring to the table? Black man, a lot of y'all don't bring nothing to the table. Talking about women's asses. Oh, she got a fat ass. This is about the this is this is the highest peak of a lot of black men's conversation. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway, brothers, on that note, I want to say peace. Hit the comment section. Get on the 5 steps. Like, share, subscribe. Adopt the moral code. I gotta shut this off now.